Welcome to this episode of You Are Your Name. We are interviewing people who balance their names, which is a concept taught in the Kalex philosophy. Names are mathematical in their nature, and that there are some names that are mathematically discordant, creating issues in the thinking and the health and the different experiences they attract. And then there are other names that are balanced, and they create a more harmonious thinking pattern, better health, and they attract better conditions. So for this episode, we have Melissa Tomlyn from Germany. She's balanced her name, and so we're going to just discuss her experiences with that balanced name. So Melissa, thank you for joining us. Appreciate your sharing some of your experiences with the audience. How long have you used a balanced name?
I have been using the balanced name since February 2022 within family and friends, and officially since June 2023.
How did you find out about the Kalex philosophy and the mathematical principle?
I found about it from a friend who had recently changed his name. At the time, it was 2021. I had finished a numerology course, driven by the desire to find answers to things that were happening in my life. Shortly after, I found out about the mathematical principle.
The mathematical principle has a numerological basis, but the philosophy is much more than numerology, of course. Kepler philosophy teaches the universal principles that allow an individual to create vital health, balanced thinking, and a universal perspective. Although not associated to any religion, it does teach the basic mathematical principle of mind that is the hidden symbology in many of their sacred writings. The teachings include the practical understanding of the physical, mental, and spiritual laws that are the basis to a happy, healthy, and progressive life. Wanted to ask you the question, how did you gain confidence to go ahead?
It was a process. First, I took the free name analysis from the webpage, cabularians.com.
Right?
After this, I watched some of the free material videos presentations. It was a new perspective on life, very simple, but logic. It's the same as in mathematics. 1 + 1 always equals 2. You can't deny this. So the principle basically confirmed what and why I had those experiences in my life, basically the truth. Confidence came also as I learned more. I took the course lessons and found the truth and applied this in my life.
So, was it a difficult process in Germany to balance or change your name?
It was rather a long process. In Germany, the procedure to change your name is practically impossible. You need very good reasons for it, and the costs are pretty high, about 1,200 euros. There are many laws that do not support the name change, with very limited exceptions. So I have the dual citizenship, German and Romanian. So I started first with the name change in Romania, and after this, I changed the name also in Germany. But even I had to go through a series of conditions for the name change to be accepted in Germany. And at the end, it was a great success, and this experience is unique now.
So, it's good that you were able to work that out. You have children, I understand. You balance their names?
I have two children, yes, who were 15 and 14 years old at the time when I changed my name. Shortly afterwards, I took the free name analysis and ordered a list of names for them. They are at the point where they have embraced my name change. They are open-minded in every sense, and they are my supporters. I hope that my change name will give them confidence that the mathematical principle exists and manifests itself everywhere, even in their lives. Both of them have some preferences for certain names, but they are still in process.
So, what changes did you notice in yourself? You've used it for a number of years.
Many changes happened after I changed my name. On a physical level, my tastes have changed. I suddenly started to dislike certain kinds of food and to eliminate them very easily, especially meat, coffee, etc. As far as my health is concerned, I used to wake up with all kinds of pains, which have now completely disappeared. My senses have improved, my eyesight, my body is more relaxed, my forehead, my back. I no longer itch, I no longer scratch, I no longer cough. I think I could go on and on.
Do the health challenges you had reflect the old name, and then with the new name now, those are basically they've disappeared?
They disappeared. It's everything better. Yes.
That's excellent. How about in your thinking?
Yes, my thinking is clear now. I managed in a short time after the name change to eliminate many worries and fears. The hate and emotion has also disappeared. I no longer have that excessive sensitivity that used to create a sort of mental confusion. Shortly after the name change, I could notice that I had few days with no thoughts, a state of silence in my mind, so very relaxing. And I'm more aware. I managed to detach myself much more easily from all sorts of thoughts that tormented me in the past.
That would be a combination of probably the balance name and also the courses that you've been studying to understand mental freedom. Were there aspects of the courses, the online training, that helped you develop that freedom from those negative expressions?
Yes, the breathing exercises helped very much. Yes.
Mr. Parker taught all of the breathing exercises that created greater mental freedom. So those were all part of our training right in the introductory courses. What advice would you give to anyone considering a balanced name?
First, it is necessary to take the decision that it wants to change something, to take the course and learn about the mathematical principle and try to understand the deeper meanings of life and the reason behind the balanced name. Because changing the name means not only having another name and living in the same old route, but it is a work in progress if someone wants to change his life. It is so wonderful that we have this opportunity to correct what is not going well in our lives and learn more about it.
It's almost like spring cleaning. When you clean your house, you feel lifted. So
Yes.
the change of name is the lift, but you still have to keep the house clean throughout the year and keep it maintained. So we have to manage our thinking and our emotions so that it's a more balanced and harmonious expression. What have you found valuable from the study program and the Kevlar philosophy that you'd like to share with the listeners?
I found all the study programs valuable. Every course came with a new perspective of life. It is very important to complete the circle of life. Life is not only about money or how to get rich. The study program teaches in a very practical way how to live a constructive life, to stay happy, healthy, and successful. It's like a compass, I would say, or a GPS that you can use when you're going into unknown places. It's not mystery, it's very clear. It shows you the steps you can take to a successful life. It's up to you whether you use it or take the time in your life to apply it. Something is certain, no one can do it for you. It takes determination, effort to learn more, and dedication.
Mr. Parker had a newspaper column, and they used to call him the practical philosopher. Everything he taught was something that you could apply and prove and test. There's a theory to it, but the theory, as you apply it, becomes real and you see that it works. So I appreciate your input, and any final comments you want to add?
Yes, I will say that I'm very grateful to have the privilege to be here today to share the experience after the name change and therefore of life. Harmonizing with the inner potential is important to live a happy and constructive life, and this is possible with a balanced name. I think that when people are harmonized with their inner potential, it comes an understanding of a reason for living, and sharing becomes a natural way of expressing. Life is short, and why not live it constructively? If you want a change, nobody can do anything but you. Make the steps to make your life a place where you enjoy living, loving, and sharing your experiences so that it has a constructive impact on other people's lives. Only we can change our lives and the world around us.
We were just chatting yesterday about the concept of universal principles. And when we think about it, mathematics is a universal principle in every culture. As you mentioned, 1 + 1 is always 2. And so that is the basis of understanding life, is first to have mathematics. And then we all have language. We can't think without language. So every culture has a different language, but the intelligence of the language is the mathematical sequence of the alphabet, or the symbols that are used for the language. And then we take the alphabet and we create a name, and that creates our individual mind. So that mind is actually a reflection of the mathematics of the name, which come from the language and the mathematics of the language. We call it the 5 basic truths. There's mathematics, language, name, mind, and the net result is consciousness. So we're each an expression of consciousness, and that becomes our purpose. Really is to express that at higher and higher levels of universal perspective. So appreciate your sharing your experiences, and I'm sure that people will benefit by it.
Thank you very much for your invitation, Dakin.
To find out more, check out our website at www.kabalarians.com. That's KABALARIANS.com, or youareyourname.com, and it will forward you to the same site. There are over 600,000 names on the site, so you can analyze the first names of anyone you know who use English as their primary language. You can get your own name report. It's free. It'll give you a detailed understanding of the influence of your first name, any nicknames you had, the surname, and the combination of both names together. Look into it, and you'll be amazed at what you learn. Happy thoughts. Whenever you're ready, here are 3 ways we can help you. Number 1, the Balanced Name Recommendation Service. Join the thousands of others who have harmonized their names with their inner potential to improve their health, happiness, and success. Number 2, learn the principles of mental freedom. Participate in our online training program to gain the essential tools to create all the progressive changes you seek in your life. These proven truths will open up new perspectives and accelerate your attainment of health, happiness, and success. Number 3, let Kalex Solutions help you choose a balanced name for your business, because many business names are an impediment to one's overall business success.